situated here. Alright, what's going on, my friends? My name is Jai, known as Pogii Fit on Instagram and everything. Just posting a lot of motivational videos, and a bunch of other just random shit. So I would like for you guys to meet one of my all-time great friends right here. His name is Leo.
Oh, hi, how you doing?
I've known him for some time, for almost
Test of our friendship, man.
Damn! I'm sorry!
How long have we been friends? How long have you known me?
Since freshman year of high school, man.
How long ago was that?
Five years ago?
More than that.
More than 5?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, shit, it's 2023. Oh. Oh man, this is terrible. This is terrible. So, I'm gonna be honest with you guys. I have nothing like noted down and all planned out and everything, but we're just gonna kind of go with the flow with the things on this real quick. So, Leo. I'm gonna ask this question. I'm gonna do this for a bunch of my bunch of different people I'm gonna be doing interviews with, but we're gonna start with you know, let's say you're on on your first date, right? Someone you just met, and we're like, let's go on this first date, you know? And this girl asks you, what do you do? What would you say? Don't try to impress her or anything. Just be like, what do you do? What do you do?
Oh yeah, I can be honest.
Okay. What? Or what?
Spice it up a little bit.
Okay.
Don't tell the truth. Obviously, don't tell the truth. Don't be lying, especially on a date.
Never lie.
You know, if I were just to be brutally honest, I'd just be like, oh, I work customer service at a gym. Or I guess I would say like front desk at a gym. But if I were to be, you know, a little spicy with it.
Okay.
I work customer relations with a
Customer
fitness-
relations?
Customer relations. Spicing
Relation? Okay.
it up.
Okay.
With a fitness brand, multi-location, up-and-coming gym.
Really? Would you consider like $1 million company?
No.
The hell no.
You know, it's growing. It's getting there.
growing.
It's getting there. It's just because it hasn't got there. It's getting. It's
It
getting.
has its perks, okay?
It has its perks.
Okay. Perks?
Perks.
I swear to God you said perks.
You're mishearing.
Okay.
But
Like always.
yeah. So I'll spice it up. You know where I'm at with that. Soon I can say, oh yeah, I work childcare and I'll just add childcare to it.
He's bouncing back and forth, guys.
Childcare and customer relations in a fitness brand, multi-location, gymnasium.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, I guess if right now,
Okay.
obviously, hope things that can evolve in the future, or I can say something that sounds a little bit more secure.
Okay. So you work at the front desk, right?
Yeah.
Give me your day by day, like, let's say once you clock in,
Yep.
what's the first thing that you do?
First thing I do, always, every time I clock in, I go past the cycle.
Really?
Yeah. Here's why.
I never knew this.
Yeah.
So there's a routine.
There's a little routine to it.
Okay, I'm listening.
It's nothing big. I go past the cycle room and I just look because those I don't know if you've ever taken a cycling class. I've never taken one because no way in hell am I taking one. Those are freaking hard. I can barely go jogging a mile without feeling like I'm out of breath. Doing that on a bike, stationary bike, even if I have some guy or lady coaching me, telling me to go up the hill one more mile. Yo, keep going, one more mile.
One more, just one more.
Those are dedicated people that I looked at. I'm like, all right, I want to work hard like them.
Yeah.
So that's the first thing I do. Then, yeah, just get to the front desk. I usually say hi to my coworkers, either along the way or whoever I see up there. And yeah, just start my shift.
Awesome, bro. Well, it's because I see this guy every single morning. After I get off of work, I would go home, do my own thing, rest because I work overnight. So I guess you could say I'm fucking nuts for working overnight and then creating all this content and all that stuff. And he always sees me in the morning. Well, before it used to be like that, but your hours have changed.
Yeah, I see you in the morning whenever I'm there.
Yeah, whenever you're there.
Yeah.
So, reason being, well, I'm gonna kind of go off the tangents here and stuff. So, would you say you love your job? Do you enjoy working at EOS?
I feel like those are like two different questions. So I'm gonna say,
You can give both answers, whatever you choose.
I'll answer both. I'm gonna say no to loving my job. And I'll get into why.
Okay, that's fine.
In terms of do I enjoy working there? Yes, I do. So I kind of get started from there. Why I enjoy working at that gym? For one, is my coworkers. These are like
They're great.
Yeah,
They're great. They're amazing. I know all of them.
You know all of them. Yeah, I love working with them. They're like some of the best people I've actually gotten to work with since I ever started working.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're like really uplifting, encouraging people, and they're like really intelligent. Not even like just when it comes to like fitness, but just like a lot of life stuff. So I've been able to get close to a lot of them and be like, oh yeah, like they're my friends. They're not just coworkers. They're like my actual friends. I can hang out with, outside of work, any random day. Yeah. So I enjoy. That's like the big aspect I enjoy.
Nice.
And then the next part of it that I really enjoy working there is obviously it's a gym. I'm friends with.
It's a pretty big gym.
It's a pretty decent sized gym, I'll say. Yeah, I'm friends with a lot of personal trainers. Even just like people who just go to the gym, not even people who run there. And to have like people who are going there that I see are like working hard, either when it comes to like mentally or physically, like they're pushing themselves to some capacity. And it's when it comes to working out, it's an uncomfortable thing a lot of times.
It really is.
You're pretty much reaching a certain limit, and
as we're shaking
you're
right now.
yeah.
Hey, don't worry, guys. If we're shaking right now, it's because like
It's just cold.
it's really cold out.
California
It's SoCal.
winter. We're California boys.
It's like, what time is it in the morning?
Like what, 9 something?
9:30.
9:30. Okay, wow.
And it's like 50 degrees.
Yeah, it's alright.
Yeah, it's okay.
But
We're men.
But yeah, like see people like really push themselves in that way.
Yeah.
Every time I see them walking, because obviously the gym does one of these spots to do that. So kind of like see that motivates me.
Yeah.
Not only just to do it physically to myself, like all right, now I gotta get that last rep in, but also like mentally, emotionally, spiritually, like it's all just a general motivation. Like okay, Leo, you gotta push yourself. Like it's gonna be uncomfortable. You're gonna give up. There's gonna be moments where you're gonna just want to quit, but keep pushing yourself. So that's one part I enjoy.
Okay. I like that answer.
Thank you. I'm gonna get into it. So I don't love working there.
Why do you not love working there?
I think for purpose of HR, I'm gonna go ahead and not say the name of the gym.
That's fine.
But the main reason I don't love working there is the leadership. Not even my managers. Like I do like most of my managers.
Yeah, most of your managers are nice.
They're really cool people. But there's some that aren't.
That's fine.
Some that definitely made a bad first impression, and other people that just ruined whatever first impression they made. I always like, you have those like in-head internal monologue moments where you're like, if I were to get an argument with my manager here, this person corporate, if I were to get an argument with them right here, right now, what would I say? Like, how would I leave the conversation knowing that I won?
I don't like your attitude.
And I always think back of this one quote from the movie. See, exactly. You already know that I'm a guy who loves quoting movies. It's from the movie.
Every time.
You know this movie, Remember the Titans.
Yes.
Yes.
Watched that in high school.
Yes. So, I think it's such a great quote. It goes, attitude reflects leadership. So, you know, I get paid minimum wage. I still love, I still enjoy working there. But I don't love it because even though I am getting paid minimum wage, when I first started off, I definitely saw it like, I don't care if I'm getting paid minimum wage. I love working here. I'm gonna go in here, I'm gonna clean up the bathroom, no matter how disgusting it gets.
Disgusting. I kid you not,
I'm gonna enjoy replacing paper towels and flushing toilets that apparently guys just forget to do. Apparently when you go to a gym as a guy, you just became a toddler again. You don't know what it means to clean up after yourself. But so at the beginning I enjoyed it. But then I kept getting asked just to do more and more.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I'm getting paid minimum wage.
But you're a hard worker though.
I would, I don't want to be boasting, but I would say when it comes to that job, I am a pretty hard worker.
Yeah, right?
I've grown to be a person a lot of people, go to when it comes to like, hey, like, how do I do this? Like, hey, how do you keep doing? Yeah, I keep coming here with a smile. Not that I always do. There's definitely days where I don't want to talk to anyone.
Sometimes like Leo can have an RBF face. I kid you.
Oh, I feel like a little side tangent. So I feel like when it comes to me, first impression, a lot of people always are like, oh, I thought you were really intimidating. And I'm like, oh, really? They're like, yeah, you kind of had an RBF. I'm like, oh. And I think that kind of stems from more like, I'm a short king. I'll say that, I'm a short king.
Short kings, man.
I'm 5'6". If you want to get real technical, 5'6" and 3/4. Oh, we gotta hold the word.
Alright, we're good.
Alright, we're good.
Go ahead.
So yeah, if you want to get technical, I'm 5'6" and 3/4. Right there on the cusp of 5'7". By the way, I'm still a short king.
Yes.
Since you know me, I've been short for
forever.
My entire life.
Have you even grown an inch?
Since 2017, no. I would say I don't think so. Maybe I did like less than an inch, but I don't think I did.
No, because like remember back like when we were younger kids, when you would go. Have you ever done this where you would your parents would get like those little height markers like every year? They would like kind of like mark how tall you'd be getting like every by year. Right?
Yeah.
Have you done it?
I did. I wanted to. I saw it like on the movies, on the TV shows. I'm like,
that's funny.
I want to do that. Like, I want to measure my height. I want to measure how much I grow. But now looking back at it, for one, I think that's something my parents were either scared of doing because they were both short. They are. They're both short.
I'm taller than both of you.
I got tall. I got taller than both of them when I was 14. Yeah. And I think when I had that realization, I'm like, oh, I'm gonna be short.
I thought I was gonna be like, oh, that's a confidence boost. I'm at least taller.
I mean, yeah, I definitely felt good, but I'm just like, I'm 14 and I'm barely eating. My dad, he was like, oh, between him and my mom. I'm like, okay, I'm gonna be short. But they also realized that like, we're both short people. Our son's gonna be short. So they're like, well, let's not measure him and then disappoint him when he's older.
He's like, oh, he's 5'4".
Yeah.
He's only 14. He's still short.
Yeah.
He hasn't reached his growth spurt just yet.
Yeah, I think like, especially growing up in like middle school, high school, being a short, I'm like, all right, if I'm not gonna be, the tallest dude, I'm gonna be the toughest. Which is weird because if you really knew my backstory and you got to know me, you would know I'm just a big softie. I'm a little soft teddy bear.
He looks big, but he's actually just like you said. He's a soft-hearted,
teddy bear man.
Little boy.
So yeah, I think like that's why like I kind of ended up getting like an RBF face. Yeah. And like I just ended up like, all right, I'm gonna be tough.
Okay. So what did you do? So since you're still a softie, of course.
Always.
Emotionally softie.
I'm always gonna be softie.
For sure. But like, okay, at what point did you feel like, oh, I'm still softie, but when was that turning point? Like, oh, I want to get freaking strong. Because I know you guys don't know, but he did do wrestling in high school, but I just don't know, like personally, I don't know when he actually found that turning point of like, you know, wanting to actually like, get strong. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Okay, I feel like there's two parts to it. So, yeah, like
what's the better part?
I think there's like, it's a lead up. Like, one has to come with the other.
Oh, okay, that's fine.
So,
okay, I'm listening.
Like you said, I did wrestling in high school. It was only my freshman and sophomore year. I started off when I was in 8th grade. So I started off like towards the end of my 8th grade year. Now I'm going to high school, and at the time I was a really chubby kid. I'd done sports in like 5 years, I would say.
Yeah.
And it was my dad especially. He's like, you know, Mijo, I need you to do a sport. Like, you can't do nothing while you're in high school. Like, you need to do a sport. And so, you know,
parents.
I knew I was going to Mission Hills High School. Shout out Grizzlies.
Shout out San Marcos, baby.
That's 2018. They had like a little sports fair. Pretty much like they would have the team sports like tables, their gymnasium.
Yeah.
Like people to like go and check out. Like which one do I want to do?
Yeah.
And so I went with my dad, and I was like, I don't want to do nothing. Like, I'm not gonna be good enough. I'm not athletic enough to do any of these sports. Especially at the time, like the best mile I could get was probably like
mile. What's your fastest mile in high school?
Ooh, in high school, I think I got like
There you go. Sorry guys if it got cut, but yeah, he was just talking about how
pretty much like how I got
high school phase.
Yeah, like how I got into wanting to get big.
Yeah. Okay.
So yeah, I don't know when it got cut off, so I'll just go and catch up. My dad wanted me to do a sport going into high school, so 8th grade I go to the high school sports fair to decide what sport I'm gonna do. Football, out of the question. I'm gonna get trampled on, too small, not fast enough. Soccer, I can maybe be a goalie, but I don't like to get hit by a ball. So I was really scared. I was scared of getting hit. I was like, soccer
by a ball.
by a ball, by even by it. So I was like, soccer, out of the question. Basketball, I'm like, I'm not tall enough. Like so I did play basketball quite a lot in elementary school and in middle school. Like I actually played quite a lot.
Interesting.
And I was like, I think I was enough that if I stick to it, I probably would have gotten actually good in high school. But what happened is that 8th grade I got a girlfriend, and I ended up, you know, spending lunchtime with her instead of out in the basketball field. Or basketball court. Jeez. I swear I know sports. So then I saw wrestling, and I think this is smart on them. So at the time, you know him. There was a wrestler, a student. We'll call him. I don't want to say his real name, so we'll call him Fabio. Fabio.
I will like it.
And I didn't know at the time, but Fabio was a sophomore.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
He was like 2 years older than me. But he
Jacked.
was jacked. You know exactly what I'm talking about, right?
Yeah.
He was like, this boy looked like he definitely took steroids, but he definitely wasn't. Somehow.
He could have killed someone.
He literally could have killed someone. And so they had him there with the head wrestling coach, and I slowed down with my dad, and I was like, oh, like, you know, like, what do you guys do in wrestling? You know, he's telling me like, yeah, this and that, and pretty much what I got out of it is like, all right, they actually have like bigger guys, like that wrestle, and that are actually good at it, and they also have muscular guys that are good at it, and I'm like,
Fabio was pretty damn awesome.
Fabio was just huge, man. Way more huge than a teenager should have been. And I was like, you know what? Okay, cool. Like, I'll put my name down. I actually put my name down for like all the tables because my dad's like, you know, I want you to just join one. I even I like look past like tennis and golf. I'm like, those are real sports. I'm now going to appreciate them. Those are definitely real sports. Don't underestimate it.
True.
And I was like, okay. And so at the end of like the whole fair, went home. My dad's like, all right, which one do you want to do? And I'm like,
he let you decide.
He let me decide. He wanted me to.
Good dad.
Yeah, I would say, but he definitely like really pushed it on me, like, I need you to do one, but which one do you want to do?
Okay.
And I was like, I can use my weight to my advantage. I can fight people. And at the time, I had definitely major anger issues. So I'm like, I can let it out there. It's like fighting, except I don't punch or kick. You know, I just throw people around.
Yeah.
So I was like, all right, I want to do wrestling.
Okay.
And I was like, okay.
I don't know, Mijo. I don't know.
He thought it was a little weird because he's like, I don't know why you want to touch men. touch other boys, and I'm like, no, I want to fight. So I got into wrestling, and I would say like my 8th grade, even to like my freshman year, before the actual wrestling season started, I was horrible. You know, again, I was like a shorter, unathletic, fat kid who literally
Didn't know anything about wrestling either.
like the opposite. You had to like drop down to pick someone up, and for me, if I drop down, I just fall. So, and the only wrestler that they had that was small enough around my size at the time, it was another just like muscular kid.
Yeah.
And I was like,
Was this Fabio?
no, this was another kid. I could never go to the top.
This is a different weight class.
Way different weight class. So they had me pinned against this kid, and I can tell this kid did not want to wrestle with me. He did not want to like practice with me because he was in that mindset like, I want to get good. I don't want to go against good people. I don't want to be going against people.
Were you known as the good person?
No.
Were you known as the good person?
I grown to be good. Yeah, when I was like, by the time I ended wrestling, I definitely was. I would say somewhat, but so I got really into it. I was like, okay, like I can actually do this.
Yeah.
There's a point I was like, I can wrestle. I can actually like, if I really want to, I can do this.
Yeah.
So I really like dedicated myself to it, and I sucked. I'm not gonna lie, I sucked. Wrestling season came, you know, I was more serious about it. I like lost a lot of weight. So I started off practicing at 148.
Oh really?
148. I was
148.
I was 13 years old. 148, and it was mainly just fat.
Jeez, dude, you weighed more than me when I was in high
I was a chubby kid, dude. Like
scrawny kid,
like the
man.
doctors, you know, they would say I'm unhealthy.
Damn.
But by the time,
At the time?
oh yeah. But by the time wrestling season started, which was about like winter season, so I would say like October,
Yeah.
I was 127.
You lost all that in the
I lost
matter
about like
of-
20 pounds of like some fat, but mostly water weight. That's what it was. And again, I had no muscle.
Yeah.
So I was like, I was at a point where I felt good about myself.
Yeah.
I was like, I can do wrestling. I can do this. I still lost every match I did.
But you still tried.
I still tried. You know, I definitely tried my best.
Yeah.
But I was still the softy and worried where I was like, I don't want to hurt this other person, this other kid.
Yeah.
I don't want to throw him around. And so, you know, I sucked. And then by the end of my freshman year,
Okay.
I was like, okay, you know, I lost weight. I was starting to get more athletic. I could actually go like on some jogs, some runs.
Yeah.
I was like, I want to get strong.
Okay.
And throughout the whole like wrestling season, practices, they always, like some of the more veteran wrestlers, like, hey, let's go to the gym, right? Yeah, let's go to the gym. They would go work out together.
Not in the school though, right?
No, in the school.
Oh yeah, I totally forgot. Our high school gym had, they had like a whole weight room.
Yeah.
It's not a big one,
It
but
was a
like,
small one. It was like legit the size of a
dude,
classroom.
if you can picture it, it was literally just one side had all squat racks.
Yep.
And then the other side had benches, right?
I think so, yeah.
Yeah,
Pretty
okay.
long.
And then you have deadlift platforms like right in the
It was like all really close. It was literally the size of the classroom.
Yeah.
But like literally the wrestling room was right next to it. So they would just go through a door and go work out.
Yeah.
So I was like, I want to get to wrestling, or I want to get to working out.
Okay.
And so I told my dad that. He's like, good. Like, I'm proud. I'm proud.
Yes.
He was like, he was waiting for this moment. He's like, cool, let's go to the gym. Let's go sign up for a gym together. I was like, all right. So we went to Crunch Fitness. Shout out to Crunch because it's, you know, humble beginnings.
It used to, okay, so we used to have a, sorry to cut you off, but we used to have a Crunch here nearby where I live, but like I think it was 3 or 4 years ago. It freaking closed down.
Yeah.
I do not know why. Everybody loved the gym, first of all, but then, you know who decided to go there? Freaking Lowe's. And then they closed down, and then another store opened up. I forgot the name of it, but they closed down, and then now it's just like some stupid wine list. Okay, sorry.
I think it's done, right?
Sorry.
So yeah, you know, we started working out at Crunch, and you know, I didn't know nothing about working out. I have an older brother, and at the time, you know, by the time I was in high school, he was already out of high school in his like 20s, and he like done like P90X. He was a
Dude, I remember those
Yeah.
videos, bro.
and like he was also like a bigger, fatter kid, but he did some football in high school, and he got into working out, and he's still into working out.
Yeah.
And he's someone who like I didn't really want to go to for advice because he's my older brother. He's gonna pick on me. So I'm like, yeah. And plus he moved out at the time, so I was like, I don't see him. I'm not gonna ask him.
Yeah.
So my dad taught me everything he knew about working out at a gym, about weightlifting, and
By experience.
yeah, by experience. You know, he definitely worked out a lot in his youth.
Yeah.
And so like I just started from there, and I was like, I want to get in shape. Like I want to have muscles. And you know, at the time I'm a teenager. I got into like superheroes a lot, comic books. I just grew up watching like all these Power Ranger shows and all that. And
See, I'm telling you, he's a soft kid. Like I told you, right?
I'm
like
a
I told
kid.
you.
I'm still a
said
kid.
himself.
I'm in my
He's a soft
20s.
kid.
I'm in my 20s.
We're still
and
kids, man.
I'm still excited to see Marvel movies. You know, it's not the same as
Not anymore.
Yeah, we'll get to that conversation. And so I was like, I want to have muscles and look like a superhero.
Yeah.
And so that's when I really started like dedicating myself to it. And that's when I started asking my brother, like, hey, like, who do I look up on the internet? Like, who do I learn from? Like, because he told me, like, oh yeah, you know, I did P90X, but don't do that.
Don't.
Then he gave me like certain like YouTube channels to look up, certain people to look up, and he's like, do you want to work out together? And I was like, yeah.
Yeah, sure, brother.
I was like, I would love to.
Let's go.
I would love to.
Yeah.
And yeah, so that's when I really started getting into like working out. Like, I want to get big. And I'm like, you know, it's gonna be hard for me to like lose the fat, lose weight, but I can still bulk up, you know, get muscle. And so that's when I really started taking off. And like, you know, I've been doing this since I was about 14, 15 years old.
Yeah.
Actually learning about a lot of this. And I still don't know everything. Don't know at all.
Also learning.
Like I'm definitely, if someone were to make me a personal trainer right now, I would suck at it. But I definitely grew to learn more about my body. Like my has like muscle structure, my bone structure, like what it is that my body's more comfortable doing and what it's not comfortable doing, what's easier for me, what's not. And I look back at like what my dad was teaching me, I'm like, oh, my dad did not know nothing. My dad knew like high school level working out and that's it.
True.
So yeah, that's when I got really just being big. And you know, my whole journey now is working out. You know, for you, I definitely have said one thing and another.
Yeah.
I was like, I'm gonna do this and I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do this, and I'm gonna do this.
Yeah.
And now it's at a point where I'm like, when it comes to the dream of being like muscular, wanting to work out, I would love to. You know, any guy would love to. Any guy would love to have a six pack.
Yeah.
To love like to be able to take off their shirt and know that there's like 10 women looking at him.
Yeah.
Now I've kind of gotten to the point where like I would love to have that, just for like a week.
Yeah.
Just like a week.
Just like nice muscles.
I'd love to have six pack for a week and then that's it. I don't need it again. I don't need it again.
Just be like, hey, how's it going?
Not even that. Just like I'd love to be able to take off my shirt, looking like a window,
Like, damn, I
and be
look
like,
good.
oh damn, I have a six pack. Just for like a week and then that's it. I don't need to have it again. But I definitely, I'm looking at more of like the long term. Like I want to be healthy.
Yeah, it's true.
So I still have a lot of like, you know, a lot more like of my journey to go along. I got definitely like some fats to lose. That's one goal I want to have this year, New Year. It's like, all right, I want to actually like take my nutrition seriously.
Okay.
As we're having, you know, stuff.
You know, Starbucks, and then he's having a burrito.
Hey, no, it's, you know, it's got potatoes.
Is it cold? Is it cold?
It's
now?
still warm. It's still warm,
Really?
thankfully. Wow, my fingers are kind of numb, so it's just like barely feeling it. But you know, it's got potatoes, eggs, sausages.
Healthy shit.
Protein.
You know?
Protein.
Healthy shit.
But I definitely want to take it seriously because I've grown to learn like that's my biggest downfall.
Yeah.
Is like I could work out as seriously as I want in the gym, as much as I want. I could spend 3 hours doing weightlifting, cardio, and then like sauna, pool time, whatever it is, doing sports. But if I don't have my nutrition seriously, it's not gonna make any real change.
Yeah, so it's like you gotta have like a good balance of like of everything. You gotta have balance your nutrition. You gotta balance of how much how much working out you're gonna be doing, how much like weight you're gonna be putting on and everything.
And even like recovery.
Recovery's really important.
And like us as like young adults, getting a good amount of sleep is hard.
It is.
We're always like busy. We always have to do something else. And then we're also trying to live life.
Yeah.
And so when it comes to like being big, I've kind of grown to like get out of that journey.
Okay.
Because as much as I would love to have like look huge, I don't want to look like a short muscular guy. I don't want to have that image. And I also like to do a lot of things that muscular guys aren't really capable of doing. And I know, like, for one thing, I'm still into like combat sports, fighting, boxing, Muay Thai, MMA stuff. And it's very hard to be very muscular and fight, like, and be agile in it. So when it comes to like being big, I've kind of given up on that, and I definitely, my goal is to be lean.
Okay.
You know, get as lean as I can, get like lean muscle. It's pretty much what I want to really do. I'm still in that, you know, that superhero dream. Like, I want to be like a superhero. I don't have to look like one, but I want to. No, I'm trying to be like, I don't know what, like really like a ninja.
A ninja.
Someone who can do.
So
like,
not technically a superhero.
yeah, not technically a superhero. I'm mature. I've got more realistic. It's not more like parkour. I want to be able to do parkour.
So not a superhero.
Not a superhero,
But
like
knows how to fight.
Knows how to fight. Yeah, like you see, like all like the action movies, like the John Wicks, the Jason Bournes, the you know, James Bond.
So an assassin.
You know, just someone who can like who's able to not only fight but get out of a fight and look cool while doing it.
Yeah. That's
you know?
fair. That's fair.
So that's what I really want to do.
Okay.
So I'm like, all right, how do I get there? All right, I got to first get lean, maybe.
And that's what you're doing now.
That's what I'm working towards now. I did like 6 months of actually like dedicating myself to like having a workout routine, taking my nutrition a little bit more seriously, my recovery more seriously, my cardio more seriously last year, and obviously, you know, when it comes to any body transformation, you yourself don't really see it, but other people do. And you know, that's another thing I love about my job is they can't be accountable. Pretty much, people work, they're like, "Oh, you're here every day." They're like, "Oh yeah, I am." And they're like, "Oh, Leo, like their faces looking so good. Hey, you're looking good. You're looking more in fit. You're looking huge." And I'm like, "This is nice. You know, I've never got complimented on my body."
Yeah.
Like this. I'm like, you know, it definitely boosted my ego and made me feel myself a little bit more. But I was just like, okay, like this is cool. Like this is actually happening for me. I'm actually able to take this seriously, and it's working. It's paying off. And so I definitely want to work harder at that this year. It's like, okay, how can I? What's the next step? And it's just my nutrition. I gotta take it more seriously. And as you know, I just came back from a trip to Texas.
Cheat meals every day when he was in Texas.
Every day. The most exercise I did was going to walk.
That's it?
Yeah, it was every like a mile walk.
Oh yeah, you guys were staying at an Airbnb. So.
Yeah, you know, it was nice. Never able to walk around, but it was like, but yeah, Texas definitely ruined all that. all those months of working out.
Yeah. Oh well.
And I'm now in a part where I'm like, all right, what's the game?
Okay.
What? I got my nutrition. I got my workout routine. I got like my regimen. What am I gonna do? How am I gonna do this? Let's do it. Like I have my game plan set. Let's get it done. And so.
Okay, there.
And yeah, so my goal for this year is to try to actually be in better shape before my birthday, before September.
Okay, so since your birthday's and it's coming up, what are you trying to weigh in at?
Okay, so that's another part of my weight training, my workout training, is
because you're currently weighing at how much?
right now 179. Yeah, that's definitely more because like muscle and also fat. Because thank you, Texas.
Yeah. You probably gained like 5 pounds.
Honestly. Thanks, Whataburger.
Yeah.
It was really good. I love the spicy ketchup.
That's true.
But I've grown to learn like whatever weight I see on the scale, I'm never gonna be happy with.
Okay.
Whatever, even if I'm like, even if I look like freaking Henry Cavill, Superman, or Man of Steel.
Shit.
I'm gonna weigh myself and realize I'm not happy with this. No.
But why? Why aren't you gonna be happy?
Is it because you're always gonna be hard on yourself? I'm sure like any person who is like athletic now, who's in good shape, when they're young, they were fat or skinny, they'll tell you the same thing. They're like, you know, it's that mentality of like, I'm still not here. I'm still not where I wanted to be.
Okay.
And like at least, you know, I'm not saying this for everyone in the fitness journey or like fitness industry even.
Yeah.
But like at least some people, when they see that number, they're never going to be happy with it. Yeah. And so I've grown to be like, accept that I'm not going to be happy with whatever number I see on there. Even if I am in the greatest shape of my life, I would weigh myself then and I'd be like, I'm not going to like this number. So I don't have any goal weight I want to be. I definitely want to not seem too overweight. I definitely don't want to reach like 180s or 90s because I feel like that's gonna be a little too heavy for me.
Yeah.
So I definitely have like a range I want to be in.
Yeah.
But I don't have like any real specific goal for weight.
Oh, okay. So it's like you're not really technically you're not going to be happy with the number you're going to be seeing on the weight scale, but when you visually look at yourself, you will be happy.
Yeah.
Right? Okay, so it's not you're not going to be doing with body dysmorphia. It's just the number is what's going to bother you.
Yeah. So I decided like, all right, I don't need a number. The biggest thing is I want to look good and I want to feel good.
So numbers don't matter.
Numbers don't matter. And when I say feel good, I don't mean like, oh, I'm waking up and I'm feeling great. Because I could spend one night drinking, eating a bunch of like oily, fatty burgers, a bunch of chips, a bunch of like crap food, and wake up and somehow feel that way.
Yeah.
Like, oh, I feel great about myself. I'm an amazing person. But I want to feel good in the sense that I can do all the like outgoing and I guess athletic things I want to do in my life, and not feel like my weight and my body's holding me back from enjoying it. Like one thing I really want to do is like rock climbing. Not even just like on the gyms, like the like the actual
Like those rock climbing gyms.
Yeah, not even that. Like, I would love to one day actually rock climb like an actual like mountain.
Yeah.
I want to do parkour.
Yeah.
I don't want to be good at it because that's like dedication. I don't know if I can really give, but I would love to be able to do parkour. And like,
You talked about that. You talked about that like even a couple years ago.
Oh yeah, I've had these goals for like a while, and it just involves like where am I gonna get to it?
Yeah.
How am I gonna get to it? And like one thing about me is I prefer, I guess, function over fashion. Well, yes, I want to look good. I don't
Define what you mean by that.
Yeah. So like I said, I do want to look good, but mainly in the sense like there's clothes I want to wear
And fit in.
Because I've worn clothes where they're too baggy on me and it's comfy. So like yeah, I would wear it. Or it's clothes that are like more fitted to my body size.
Yeah.
In terms of like length and all that, but it's too tight.
Yeah.
And I'm like, okay, it sucks because it's just like the whole fashion industry, like clothing industry, like they have a basis of like how they make clothes and like this is the ideal human and this is who we're making clothes for.
Yeah.
And I don't fit that. Mainly because I'm short and I'm stocky. I'm a little bit wider, and shorter guys are usually stocky. So
kind of like.
Yeah, so the clothes that are like more fitted to my length and my sizes are so tight.
Yeah.
I'm like, okay, how can I enjoy it? I have to get into a better shape where I can actually look at it.
Yeah.
But when I say function over fashion, I mean more when it comes to my body itself. I don't care how I look. Like right now, I definitely don't look like I'm in shape.
Yeah.
But I am happy with what I can do. Because I can now do a lot more things I've never been able to do.
Yeah.
I can actually be more flexible. I can actually like squat down like lower and not like have any back pain or leg pain.
True.
Like,
See, that's the perks of being like a good like short person as a lifter.
oh yeah.
Yeah, because it's like when you're too tall, you can't do certain things. Like we have a friend that's like he's freaking tall as hell, and he works with it too, and he doesn't really deep squat all the way. He goes like maybe past parallel from what I remember from the last time when we were squatting together and stuff. But like again, as a shorter person, you have perks, but you have like cons obviously.
Yeah.
So yeah, go ahead. Sorry.
That's pretty much what I mean by function over fashion. I'd rather have my body be able to do more,
Yeah.
but not having to look like I can do everything.
Yeah.
I don't have to look like I do everything. I just actually want to be able to do everything. Yeah. So when it comes to like this next year, my goals for myself, what I want to look like in terms of being in shape
Yeah.
before my birthday is I definitely want to lose like fat.
Yeah.
I still have a lot of fat on me. And it's definitely more than someone my age or my body weight should have. I do want to get like stronger.
Which you are.
Yeah, I would say I'm actually pretty sure a lot of people are surprised. They're surprised by how strong I am or how weak I am.
Yeah.
So I definitely want to get stronger, and I just want to be able to fit a lot of the clothes I have comfortably. Because that way, you know, all that tied together with, I'm sure, like a lot of other like mental health stuff I've been doing for myself is, by the time I reach my 23rd birthday, 23 ladies, and I'm single.
Hey. Don't worry, I'll put his Insta in the bio. Don't worry.
Like I would be able to enjoy my birthday. Like go out, because I haven't told anyone. I haven't told you this. You know, let's say it now. For my next, or at least one of my birthdays, hopefully my next birthday, I want to be able to do like something interactive.
What's that?
Just like games. I want to be able to do games.
No alcohol involved, just...
Right now, I would say no alcohol, but my mind could change in the future. Depending on who I invite. I do have friends who are not of age to drink.
Yeah.
And I'm not going to be responsible. I don't condone underage drinking. You know, real quick, how old were you when you had your first drink?
21.
Alright, that's good.
Yeah.
That's good. I was 14.
14, man.
I wasn't like drinking like, you know, like an alcoholic or someone who go to a bar. It's just the first time I actually had alcohol.
Who'd you have it with? I don't even know.
Gosh, who did I have it with? I was 14.
Did you have it with your dad?
No. My dad was.
Was this at a party?
It was at a family party.
Oh.
I think I had it with like one of my cousins. Maybe like it was like older cousins. They were just like, you know, try it.
Yeah, you want peer pressure in high school, right? Remember that?
Oh yeah, it was just like, peer pressure is always gonna happen in family too.
Oh, yeah.
So I was just like, all right, sure, I want to be cool, and I had alcohol, and so like I want to do something fun with my party where I'm like, let's do something. Let's have fun, guys. This doesn't have to be about me. I want this to be about like, let's all have fun in this time, this party together. So I want to be able to like, I want to box you for my birthday. That's one thing
Really?
It's a little ambitious. I definitely, if you guys have never done, first of all, me and him have actually boxed each other.
We boxed each other before.
We did one time. I remember it was the beginning of, I think it was 2020?
Yeah, I think so. This is like right before like COVID like happened.
Yeah.
This is like, I think in December or beginning January.
Yeah, I forgot which year. I remember
right before COVID. I know this. I remember this.
I remember I was training with my brothers in boxing. I say training because we were learning from the internet, and then I would say we weren't that, we were like rookie level, maybe, but in terms of knowledge.
Yeah.
But like we were practicing each other, and you know, you and your brother came over, and
that was fun.
And then it ended up being you and me fighting together, which was,
we were the first ones to fight too. That was the funny part.
It was quite an experience. I still have the video. You know, one day we'll show it.
Yeah,
one day we'll post it.
Next time when he comes back on, I'll put up a video.
Maybe like a clip, you know.
Yeah. No, I'll put it up right now.
Alright, touch gloves. Alright.
Ooh.
Come on, Haas.
Oh, Haas. Oh, Haas.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Okay. Alright.
So, oh no!
Did you spill it yourself?
Yeah. You have a napkin?
Yes. Look at this.
Thanks, Dad.
Yep. For those who don't know, I'm very much like a dad.
He's a father figure, man.
I love to be like a dad. I don't have dad jokes on lock yet. I'm still growing in that.
Still learning.
But I'm definitely. I can't wait to be a dad.
Ladies.
Ladies. No, maybe not say ladies.
No, they need to know. Ladies, he's great with kids, man. That's why he's in the child.
Hey, I appreciate the hype. Well, but you know, ladies, I have a lot of the good qualities. You know, I'm learning to cook.
Yeah.
You know, I'm just saying.
How's that going?
Honestly, it's actually going good. I'm learning quite a lot just from YouTube.
Okay.
Just
So
from YouTube.
what was the last meal that you made?
The last meal that I made.
We're not talking about fucking eggs and rice.
Yeah.
We're talking about like some high quality.
Oh, high quality. Okay.
Did you make some steak or something?
No. Like I told you recently, I'm not a big steak.
Oh yeah. That's
Sorry,
right, that's
Americans.
Right, that's right.
I know
That's right.
I'm not a big steak guy. You can, you know,
Pork chops?
pork chops. Yeah.
Okay, pork chops are so good.
Here's the
I had that last time.
So I'll say like steaks are not bad. Like I've had them.
You tried it the other day.
I did try it the other day. You know, thankfully you guys cooked it really good.
Yeah.
The thing is like when I have meat, pause.
That's what.
When I have
one day we'll go in depth on like what we mean by pause.
probably when we have the other guys on.
Yeah.
We'll go more into depth.
We'll talk about it.
But I'm a big chicken guy because I love being able to like just bite my meat and then chew it and it breaks easily. Steak is not like that. So like texture wise and like I guess chewy wise, it wasn't my cup of tea. So I'm not a big steak guy. But okay, so going back to like the meal I made. I don't know when the last time I made like a high end meal.
Okay. Okay, just meal again.
Yeah. So
Nothing basic. Nothing basic.
Well, this is the thing. I don't know if this is basic or not, but it's the last thing I made, and I haven't really made this that much in my life. I made ground beef for myself. You know, it was like very lean ground beef, very nice, good, healthy. Like no. It's not it. That's not it.
Okay,
So,
I was gonna say, did you get the pre-packaged ground beef?
Hell no. I had like raw beef. And I like marinated it a bit. I put like good seasonings in it, and I cooked it.
Yeah.
And after that, then I just happened to have some leftover boxes of Kraft mac and cheese from my trip to Texas. And so what I did is I cooked the mac and cheese. Ground beef and mac and cheese is the last meal I made. I mean, I've made like sandwiches, but like, doesn't count. That's too easy. So I've had that.
Is that normal? Is that normal? Wait, what was like the you're just like, oh, let's go ahead and.
It's like the non-bougie version of like pasta and sausage.
So it's like spaghetti.
No, not even like spaghetti. Like there's like some meals where it's kind of like that. Because the thing is, I grew up with having Kraft mac and cheese and hot dogs. That's something like my dad made when I was very young.
Yeah.
And I loved it. I grew to love it as a kid. I don't know why. Like texture-wise, taste-wise, it all just blended together really well.
Yeah.
And it says I had a lot of leftover ground beef, and I'm like, I'm gonna have ground beef and mac and cheese. And so like,
it was just in thought.
It was just my thought. I'm like, I have to. Like, I have the ingredients.
Something new.
It's gonna be something not too difficult, not too long for me to make. I'm like, all right,
Quick.
So I made it, and eating it, I enjoyed it. When I was finished eating it, my stomach hurt. It's definitely something I'm like, do I really want to make this again? Yes, I will make it again.
Yeah.
Because
it must have been good.
Oh, it was pretty good. I felt like a little like hot sauce in it too.
It's just some flavor.
And then I felt like a little barbecue in it too.
Sweet and spicy?
A little spice. Nothing too spicy.
Okay.
Just add like a little spice.
Gotcha.
And it tastes amazing. I'm gonna definitely make it again. But I would say the last bougie meal I've ever had and like made myself. It was broccoli. I think I just like cooked broccoli. I had some very nice like chicken thighs. So one thing I learned, a little insight for you guys. If you guys want like a nice juicier, I guess like tastier part of your chicken,
Marinate.
well, marinated obviously. Between chicken breast and chicken thighs are the way to go. Thick thighs save lives. Yeah, like thighs, like they're when it comes to like a better like tasty part of your chicken. Thighs are like it's just because of like dark meat and like white meat. Thighs are like more dark meat. They have like a lot more. I guess like.
And yeah. So, okay, so after all the nutrition and talk and whatever, I want to go back to when you mentioned about in high school you found a girlfriend.
Yeah.
What was your, I guess you could say, back in high school, your dating life back then before you met your first girlfriend?
Before I met my first girlfriend. Well, technically, my first girlfriend was in 8th grade.
Okay.
And it was definitely like a weird relationship, and it lasted into freshman year.
Okay.
And I would say before that, I I didn't really have any real relationships. It was the type of like middle school thing where you had a crush on someone.
Yeah. I remember those days.
You
in middle
told
school.
their friend, and their friend told them like, "Hey, Leo likes you."
That's literally how
and
they say
then
it.
that girl, the crush, would tell her friend and tell me, "Oh, hey, I want to date him." And,
So you heard about it?
Oh yeah. And so we would be boyfriend and girlfriend for like a couple of weeks, and then
It was only temporary.
and then things went. So like I never really counted it. Funny thing. So the first girl like I had a crush on, and things went a little bit farther.
Okay.
That we were boyfriend and girlfriend was I don't want to say her real name.
What's a good funny name?
Well, we'll call her Z.
Z? Not Patricia?
No. I think I'm gonna say Z. I feel like you know who Z is.
Okay. Cool.
And the thing from where I knew her, she was dating one of my good friends at the time.
Okay.
6th grade.
Yeah.
They were dating together, but I also thought she was super cute. And then they broke up, and then she found out that I liked her, and she said like, "Yeah, let's be boyfriend and girlfriend."
That's quick.
And so we were boyfriend and girlfriend.
That was quick.
I know. I had game.
Damn.
But that lasted like a week or 2 weeks.
That was it.
And then her friend, our mutual friend, was like, "Yeah, she wants to break up." And I was like, "Yeah,
That's it? That's fine.
I want to break up too. I don't want to date her."
No. I'm done with it.
Oh, my phone.
Uh-oh.
And then-
You didn't break it.
No.
Okay.
Mouse case comes in clutch. So
No, not a sponsor.
not a sponsor.
It's not a sponsor.
But you know, if you want to sponsor him, you should. So yeah, it was like that type of stuff where it was like things lasted a couple weeks. Me and the girl never really talked. We never like really like went on dates until 8th grade.
This is still with Z.
No, that ended like quick in 6th grade. But me and her were still good friends for some reason.
Yeah.
And her and my other friend were like going back and forth in a relationship. But my time 8th grade came, I was still good friends with this person.
Yeah.
And I was telling him like, you know, dude, I'm about to go to high school. We're gonna go to high school. I don't want to go with a girlfriend. I'm gonna be free. I'm gonna be awesome. I'm gonna have so many things I want to do. And he told me, it was in the beginning of 8th grade. It was my birthday party. I remember he was at my house and he's like, "Hey, my friend likes you." I was like, "Oh, really?"
Which friend?
I was like, "Yeah." I was like, "Which friend?"
Which friend? Who is
And
it?
he told me it was a girl you met at the end of 7th grade. It was like this girl he introduced me to.
Oh.
And I was like, "Oh, really?" I was like, "Okay." And I was like, "I never met this girl. Like, besides that one time." I was like,
Have you seen her at school?
at the time, yeah, I've seen her.
Yeah, so like even before you even knew that she lived.
Yeah, like I saw her a few times. So one thing is middle school I went to, they did Boys and Girls Club.
Yeah.
After school here, and because my parents were busy with work a lot, they had me go there. And I knew her from there, because she also went. And then also my friend, our mutual friend went. And so things pretty much happened where me and her got to like really talk to each other. And then first time ever in my life, I went up to her during lunchtime.
So you made the move.
I made the move.
Damn.
Well, here's the thing, I made the move with the help of a lot of my friends pushing me like, "Hey, go do it."
Leo never makes the move. I'm telling you right now. Even now.
This is why. Because it was my first time. Well, this is not why, but this is the first time I've ever done it. Where
I'm listening.
it was lunchtime. My friends were like, "Just go do it." I was like, Okay, I'm gonna do it. And so like I go to her table, you know, all her friends are there. I'm like, "Hey, can I talk to you?" And I pulled her like off to the side, and then I was like, I was wondering if you wanted to be my girlfriend, and she said yes. And
It's not even like ask like, "Oh, let's go on a date." No.
Yeah. No.
Just be my girlfriend.
That's not what you do in middle school. You
No,
don't-
just be my.
You become boyfriend and girlfriend, then you go on.
You will be mine.
Yeah. So that was my first girlfriend. We lasted I don't know, like a little bit less than a year, 11 months. And by that time we were freshmen in high school. And so we broke up. And
Sorry if you guys can hear the trumpets. It's kind of loud.
it's a little loud, but it's okay. We'll
We'll
talk
speak
about
up a little bit more.
it. And so when it came to high school, ooh, my dating life, we can go into this for a while.
Damn. Don't worry, that's for later episodes, guys. Don't
Yeah.
worry.
Very much like I've had a crush. Like I had a crush almost every year I was in school. It was always like either the same girl or a different girl. And it wasn't like there was a girl in high school. You knew her.
Yeah.
We never dated, but we always went back and forth with our feelings.
Yeah.
Something that could have been, but never was.
Yeah.
And so that didn't happen. And it wasn't until my senior year where I got a girlfriend again. And
Not with the same person.
no, not at all.
Did you approach her, or did she approach you?
She approached me.
Okay.
By this time, I never made the first move. After my first girlfriend, I never made the first move. Never for like any particular reason. It's just I didn't think girls liked me.
No, because it's funny, because like from knowing this guy for so long, it's always been the girl.
Yeah.
It's always been the girl.
Game.
I'm like, how do you do it?
I'm just a funny guy, man.
There you go.
But so with this girl, you know, I've told you the story about her plenty of times.
They need to know.
They need to know. I'll try to make it like a short version because I can go on and in detail about my stories.
Too long.
Yeah, I won't do that to you guys. So
Keep it nice.
pretty much, what happened? I was helping my friend and his family out with his sister's party. You know, Mexican, Hispanic culture. There's something called quinceañera.
Yeah.
Where like when a young woman comes 15 years old, they have like a big party ceremony from childhood to womanhood.
Yeah.
And I was a part of that.
Mhm.
They asked me to be a part of that. I was like, yeah, I would love to help.
Yeah.
And I had to be partner up with their cousin. And
Hey,
I
this is the girl.
this is the girl.
Oh.
And so I was like, okay, sure.
It's getting
And-
hot in here, man. It's
And I
getting
was
hot in
like,
here.
I was kind of like just tired of girls at the time. I was like, I'd love to date, but there's so I can't date. It's too much work.
Not right now.
And I was just myself. You know, I was being funny. I was being more comfortable, and she just ended up liking me. And we just ended up going on a couple dates, and then we became official.
Yeah.
And she was okay. So I was a senior in high school at the time. And she was in college. Now she was only a year older than me, but she was in college. So you know, I started boasting and showing off that fact. Like, I got a college girlfriend.
Hey guys. Hey guys. Look at I remember the day that he told us that like, oh, guess what guys? I'm dating a college chick.
Yeah.
Still hasn't been sent to Didn't even go to jail.
It was alright.
It was cool back in the day.
Yeah, it was cool back then. Now it's like a little weird.
It is weird.
But it's alright. It's only 1 year. But yeah, that ended tragically. That's funny. I told them the story, him and our other close friends, and they said it's like a movie.
It really was.
I'll sell the copyrights to Warner Brothers when they make a good DC movie. Just kidding. But you know, after that, I had one girlfriend when I was in college, starting out college. That was very bad. You know the whole story.
Yeah.
And then I had another girlfriend amongst you know, like quarantine and all that.
Yeah.
And yeah, so I've only had really 4 serious relationships.
So, reason being the why I asked this because like he himself is like he's a really good guy. It's just every times you know we talk about girls like oh it's alright.
Yeah.
Like literally no joke. Every time when Leo and I and then our friend and my brother we always say there's always that one moment in the time when we hang out we mention about it.
They hate it. They hate us about talking about it.
You hate it too.
I do. Not as much anymore, but there was a point where I was like, we need to shut up about girls, man.
Yeah.
But you know, I think it's just mainly because you know, just like my history, my past, where I'm like, you know, having that like partner, that romantic relationship is like a big thing for me. And you know, it's just something I could always talk about.
Yeah, no, because like he sees me as like a very confident guy, but I'm low key kind of like you know a soft little boy, afraid to grow some huevos and then go talk to a girl in the freaking gym, you know. But I don't know, man, because honestly, like right now, in this current like day and age, dating fucking sucks.
Oh yeah.
Like especially with like all the the dating apps, because that already sets up for like a lot of like women to have choices. That's not multiple options
Yeah.
on who they want to be. You know what I mean? And like as of recently, I tried going back on it, and he fucking still hates me for it.
No, I was very upset.
Yeah, but I was at a very low point in this current time because I was very in a desperate need of like wanting to be with somebody and also wanting to talk to someone.
Yeah.
But in my head, I always thought about like, okay, if I get off these dating apps, I'm already thinking of, oh, I don't know if I'm attractive. I don't know if I'm even capable to even having like a potential girlfriend. You know what I mean? And like right now, it's like ever since I got off of those dating apps, again, just like fucking 4 or 5 times in a row that I've done this. Yeah, but he always keeps me in check. That's what I really appreciate about you and stuff. But at the end of the day, it's like if you choose to go on these dating apps, please be careful.
Yeah.
You know, like if you are looking for something long term, most of these dating apps, they're really like most of these, you know, I'm not trying to mess up, most of these women are really just trying to hook up.
Yeah.
Honestly.
There's also a lot of guys on there too
That want to hook up.
They just want to hook up. You know, they just want a one night stand. They don't want anything serious. They're not looking for like a relationship. Maybe like an F buddy.
Yeah.
So I don't, like you said, I got very upset with him being on the apps. Mainly because I myself don't believe in the apps. Not to say that they haven't done good, because you know there are people who find successful relationships in it. People who
That's
got
hard
married.
to find.
It's hard to find. And then there's also like people who go on it expecting one thing, and they realize this is not for them.
Yeah.
They change their ways, and then they do something else, and they actually find a relationship then.
Yeah.
But like for me, I believe more in like a genuine, more realistic, like face-to-face interaction. I don't really believe like the more like virtual like beginnings. Obviously, we come from like the generation that grew up with smartphones.
Yeah.
I think we're like in middle school.
Yeah.
When the first iPhone came out, and that's like our generation, because we grew up with it, we grown to learn to understand it, and now it's just part of our lives.
Yeah.
But I never really got into the fact like, all right, this is how I interact with them, because mainly just because like I was raised, like we have either older siblings or older cousins that didn't really grow up with it.
True.
They were like well into like their late teenage years or like adulthood by the time the iPhone came out, and they were just grew up like, all right, how do I go about asking this girl out? It's like, all right, let me just go up and ask her out, or like let me make friends with her, let me like mess with her. For us, it's just like follow, like, comment, share, or just like DM, cake.
Oh, dude, I remember that.
Yeah. Terrible. So it's like when it comes to like us really hitting puberty, going to be teenagers, and learning how to interact with someone that we like or think is attractive.
True.
It always started off virtual. And I definitely still did it. It's not like I didn't do it, but I never liked it. And I've grown out to be like, it's not my thing. I can't do it.
Yeah.
Like if I'm gonna talk to someone I like, I would rather do it in person first.
True.
And then it can be virtual. True. But like that first interaction, I don't like it to be just over the phone, or text, or the call. So that's why I've always told you like, oh, just get off.
Yeah.
And especially with the ones you went on.
Yeah.
A lot of the girls were just looking for a friend, or even just to like have to talk to someone who they can keep like on a string. I'd say all girls are doing that, but most girls, I would say.
Yeah.
But I'm a guy, I don't know anything.
Yeah.
So yeah, like that's why I never really believed in like dating apps. Mainly because I guess I'm also biased. He knows this. My older brother met his now wife when he was 15 in high school.
Mm-hmm.
They're high school sweethearts. They're now almost in their 30s. They're married. They have a child, an uncle,
Yeah.
and it's something that I'm so jealous of.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
it's like it's one of those high school sweetheart stories that lasts. And I'm just like, how?
Yeah.
I never got that.
Yeah.
I always wanted it, but I'm like, I'm not in high school anymore. It's just like, how can someone stick with you while you're a teenager?
Yeah.
Because, we're not that far off from being teenagers. But we're old enough now we can look at all these teenagers and be like, man, y'all are annoying. And it's just like, how did two people find like, no, we're gonna stick with each other? So, having like that interaction where they met at a party, they met their friends, and they went to different schools and they still like made it work. I'm just like, we can't do that.
Yeah.
Not really.
Yeah.
So I'm just like, I started believing more in like human interaction because of them too.
Yeah.
It's like that's such a great relationship that I would love to have,
Yeah.
and it's hard for me to just do that over the phone.
True.
You know?
True. No, because like, I'm sorry, I'm gonna
No,
kind
go
of
ahead.
go off, but because like at the time, when I was like on these dating apps, I tend to get very jealous because friends, Leo, and our other friend who's currently dating his long-term girlfriend right now, I tend to get jealous because I feel like I'm missing out in the dating market, you know, and I feel like I want to, I want to be with somebody, not just say, oh, I'm with somebody, so I'm gonna look cool. So like, that's what I'm also currently struggling with, you know, and it kind of sucks, but like at the end of the day, it's like you're gonna be making the decision on what your intentions are going to be for the next person.
Yeah. I mean, everyone has a story. Everyone comes with like different backgrounds. Like if I were definitely be able to go back, at least to my high school self, freshman year, and be like, hey, just don't date. I'm someone who definitely did not need to date at the time. Someone who needed to take more time to like figure himself out.
Yeah.
Whereas like a lot of the people, maybe they need to actually date people to figure themselves out and like work through their life.
Yeah.
And so like that's one thing like I do look at you and I'm like, I wish I had. Like I wish I didn't like cared that much. I'm like, all right, I need that. It's like it might still be a desire you have, but it's not something like you're obsessed with.
And you know what's crazy though? You don't know this, but there's a girl I'm at work who I've been trying with. She also hits the gym. And I went to go get lunch, not with her, but I went to go get lunch, and I asked her before I left. I was like, "Oh, do you want a breakfast burrito too?" She's like, and then I did my own thing. She got her breakfast burrito. And the crazy thing is, this morning, I'm not gonna say the name, but because I don't know when this is gonna be out, so this is probably gonna be a long time from now. But this morning, right before I left work, I think this is like around 5 or 6 in the morning. She literally asks me. She's like, because I went to go get food, not that far from me. I was like Jack in the Box right there.
Okay.
And I didn't realize who was like behind me.
Yeah.
And it was my coworkers.
Oh,
And because like somebody like pull out the window and they're behind the. She was like that. I was like, oh my. I was like, I don't even know who you are.
yeah.
I literally like got my food, drove away, and then when we all got back to work, she ends up coming in and she's like, hey Jack, what's up? She asks me, she's like, if you knew that was us, would you pay for our food? I'm like, did you really just ask me that?
Yeah.
I'm like, dude, like that literally automatically just turned me off.
Really?
It really did. It really did. I'm like, I talked to my friend about it. I'm like, dude, can you believe this?
Yeah.
A chick literally asked me, so if you knew if that was us, would you pay for our food? I'm like, homie, that's freaking insane. Like you just like expect like, oh, the one time that's like, let's say I'm not saying like all girls are like this. There's a lot of loyal people out there. Trust me, there is. But it's like, why would you go up to the guy and like right when we're working, be like, hey yo, if you knew that was us, would you buy our food? You know what my other friend said? He would buy the food.
Yeah.
I'm like, you're a fucking simp, dog!
Oh, jeez.
Thank you!
No, I'm laughing at you!
But I wouldn't buy it.
Buddy. Okay, I'm gonna say this. I don't think she was asking you in a way like...
Maybe I misunderstood.
I think you kind of misunderstood.
Kind of.
I think she was just asking like, generally. Just like, hey.
Like hypothetical?
Yeah, just like, you know, because, you know, they're your coworkers, they seem to be chill with you. Just like, hey, if you know it was us, would you pay for us?
Yeah.
Like, you know, it's nothing too big. And you're for your friend who said, yeah, I'll pay for you. You know, maybe you're just like, yeah, I'll just do it. Yeah. Maybe he is, you know, trying to get in good terms with her. You gotta do it. I don't think it was like, hey, John. You know, if you knew it was me.
She's literally said like that. Even with that face.
Oh, jeez.
So you know what I mean, right?
No, I still think.
Oh,
it was just like,
okay,
just a general thing.
Okay, fine.
But I think she's probably just like trying to see. She's also trying to see like, I guess generally in terms of where your relationship, not like romantic, just like a general relationship between you and her. That's something like a lot of people do. Even like friends, like you and me, just like, you know, if I were to be an alcoholic child, would you like slap me? Would you tell me off? Would you yell at me?
Sometimes.
Yeah, you know, like
Sometimes.
that's something like, yeah, like we always want to see like, how bad can I count this person? How much can I count this person?
So you know how I responded? Sorry, you
Oh.
know how I responded? I was like, maybe not.
Just keep it mysterious, keep it in the middle.
Yeah.
Not fine.
Yeah, that's literally how I responded.
Yeah.
And she's like, okay. So she walks away. No, because like everybody, like, my brother.
Yeah.
I was about to say his name, but I'll say my brother. He came up and asked me, "What on?" So it's a thing that we say at work. It's like, would you like, you know, like date this person kind of thing?
Yeah.
And then he asked me if I would, you know, with this person.
What's up the name?
Yeah, I'm gonna cut that shit out. I'm cutting that out. So I said, so you would this person?
Yeah.
And I was like, yeah. I honestly like find it very attractive that, you know, she's really cool. She works hard.
Yeah.
She used to be a manager.
Used to.
Yeah, that's what I said.
We'll talk about that off camera.
Oh yeah, well you used to be a manager. And I don't know, she just gives me like a hard like working like ethic vibe.
Which is always, I'm gonna say, definitely always.
And she's a gym goer too.
Ladies, if you're watching, this man loves a gym goer, someone who can be a gym partner with,
Yes.
gym bae with.
Yes.
If you're interested, slide up in his DM.
Yes.
You know, as much as
Yes.
he loves Mexican food.
Yes.
Yeah, we'll put your dating profile in.
Hey.
But I'm gonna say this.
Okay, I'm listening.
I told you this many times
Oh my god.
recently.
Oh my god.
And for people who maybe they're like interested in my dating advice,
Take
Don't-
this too. Okay.
don't look for someone to date in your job. I'm not saying, you know, it's a horrible thing. It's something you should never do.
No, so see, like that's the thing though.
Yeah.
I have the intentions now. I set a boundary for myself when I went back to law. If I find something that I'm going towards, right? I'm not gonna go as far as girlfriend, you know. I want to get to the point where, like Seth, our friend, shoot!
He'll be on.
He'll be on.
here
He'll-
soon.
he'll
It's
be
okay.
on.
It's okay. He'll be
Crap.
on here soon.
But my friend Seth gave me the advice.
Yeah.
Like, let's say you do meet someone at work. He told me the other day, don't rush into things right away.
Yeah.
Get the time to get to know the person.
Yeah.
He told me before you met his first girlfriend that it took him almost a month for so-and-so to give because they met her.
Yeah.
So I was like, okay, because at the time I was literally at this point, I was like, you know what, like, this was not really but then Seth like brought it up, like, don't rush things.
Yeah.
That's a number one tip that like Leo, Seth, and like even my own younger brother. He says, don't rush chatting.
Yeah.
Don't rush things. Because bad things can happen. You know? So like now it's like I'm still like trying to get some more and everything, but like it's funny because I actually get nervous when I heard. Is that normal?
Yeah.
Like getting nervous or like around the early like actually into.
Yeah. But always.
Okay, because it's like, I kid you not, like every time when she would like either I would see her, if you ever watch this, at some point in a future video, this is just me being honest, okay?
Go ahead. No, go on.
I get nervous. I tend to like kind of crack up because like,
I mean, I'm definitely one of those guys who's like, where I've been through that scenario, liking a coworker or dating a coworker, and things just don't end up good for me. So, it's not like when
that's just for you though.
Yeah, exactly. It's just for me. So it's not when I'm telling you like, oh, don't date a coworker, don't look for someone, in your job. That's just because like I'm coming from, I guess, a traumatic experience.
Okay.
No,
That I can understand.
Yeah, I'm not saying like you should never do that for everyone.
Yeah.
Because again, like the dating apps, it could be something that could actually give you a good relationship.
True.
It could be something successful, something that's actually not bad.
True.
But it's definitely just difficult because you guys are gonna be around each other.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Even
so,
now.
So things are gonna progress in your relationship probably a little faster than they would if you guys weren't working in the same place.
True.
So, obviously, if you really like someone, same thing I've always told you, like you just said, just get to know them first. Because I think really because there's always that initial physical attraction where it's like, oh, they look cute, they look attractive, they have a cute laugh, they have a cute smile, they act.
It's all like the physical attributes.
Yeah, like they seem cute when they do this or this or this. But then maybe like you actually get to know the person, and then there's that one fact. There's that one fact where it either makes it or breaks it. Whereas like, I really do like this person, and I want to try to like see how far I can go in terms of like a relationship.
Yeah.
And maybe it's a fact that it's like, this would not work out. I'm just gonna be your friend. So that's why I always say like get to know the person, because when you first meet them, you interact with them, and then you start developing feelings with them, you don't truly know who they are. And I think that's to try to date someone and then get to know them while you guys are boyfriend and girlfriend is something you should just leave when you're middle school, even high school. Then, because as you're getting older, things happen, or you could get married just because you guys are like in the heat of the passion, or you have a kid. I mean, it's something like as we get older, it's something we should take more serious, just because more serious things could happen that could change our lives.
True.
And if you jump into that without really knowing the person, it's gonna be something you might regret. That's why I say always get to know the people you really like, and
because like, and also I kind of get the the tendencies to think like, oh, let's say if something really does bad happen, you know, and it's just gonna be an awkward feel in between
Yeah.
two coworkers. You know?
Yeah. I mean, like, you know, in my job now, I had a crush on a coworker who no longer works there.
Yeah.
But same thing, like I told you, like same thing that you're going through. Where I was like, I got nervous when I was around them, when I started talking to them, and like it was just a weird thing because I would work with them. I would see them whenever I clock in, whenever I'm supposed to be focused. It's just like, oh, what are they doing? You know, who are they talking to? You know, oh man, does she like that guy instead?
Dude, I'm like thinking of that like every
Yeah, it's something that's like another difficult thing that happens when you like someone at your job. Because you're seeing them every day, you also see things that you might get worried.
True.
But you know, things could happen where either it leads to being awkward, you guys might not talk together, or something good. That's why I always just tell you really. I don't tell you like, oh, don't do it. I just want you to be cautious. Anyone who's in that situation, just be cautious. Because so many things could happen where you might end up hurt for a dumb reason.
True.
Because I realize that's something that happens to me a lot. It's like I have a crush on someone, and I place expectations on them of like what I expect from them, without them ever really knowing, like, oh, I like them. Like, hey, like I work with you and I like you. I feel like you. They don't know that, so they don't know. They just think like, oh, he's my coworker. And then when those expectations aren't met, we get upset.
Yeah, that's true.
I know that's happened to me a lot. It's like, oh, I put expectations on this girl, this lady, and she doesn't know I like her. She doesn't know I have feelings for her. She might have suspicions, but she doesn't know for real. And when things don't go my way, I get upset. And then to them, it just seems like we're getting upset for no reason. So to them, they just see like us like starting to just cry and whine about random stuff. So, you know, that's why I always say just get to know them. And if things happen where it's like, oh, maybe she likes you too, then tell the truth.
Yeah. So like, what advice would you give to? Okay, so this is what I'm gonna leave this with like the last question. I'll answer this too. If you were to go back, we talked about this before. They don't know it. If you were to go back to your 18-year-old self, what would you tell your 18-year-old self? What advice would you give?
Just when it comes to like dating.
Yeah. In terms of like this like conversation where you're still kind of dating, what would you tell yourself, your 18-year-old self, in regards to giving advice in the dating? Doesn't have to.
Yeah. I would say I would tell them to honestly just like not date.
That's it?
That would be like my biggest thing. Like, don't date.
Just don't date, just wait.
Yeah. Like, it's gonna suck. You're gonna want to date, and you're gonna want to like find any excuse. You're gonna like, you would probably lower your standards if you're that desperate to want to date, which you should never do. So I'd tell them just don't date, because when you do date, because you know when my last two relationships they happened when I was like 18, and then it went on. And those relationships definitely like changed my life in a way where I can like learn from it now, but it's definitely was hard change. And I'll tell them don't date, just figure yourself out.
True.
It's like kind of corny, cheesy advice, but
that's true.
It's the one I needed. It's honestly the one I needed when it comes to dating at the time. It's like, don't date. It's not gonna really help you. And I'm sure through some other experience I would have learned the lessons I learned from those relationships. But to kind of like put myself through that again, I don't think I would want to do that. Obviously, you know, things happen in our lives where we can't change it. The past is the past. It's better to learn from it than to like dwell on it and want things to be different. But if I could go back, and if I just were to make things different, I don't know what would be in my life now, but it. Like, don't date.
Yeah, true.
What would be yours?
To my 18-year-old self?
Yeah.
Honestly, if I remember just like my 18-year-old self back in the day, I didn't really I had small little things.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
Honestly, it's kind of, I'm gonna go along the lines of saying don't date. I would say it's better just to wait. Like even now, it's better to wait and actually get to know the person.
Yeah.
Because that's, like you said, when you get to the point where you find out certain things about this person, it's like a make or break.
Yeah.
At the time, I didn't give a shit about the make or break it thing. It's like, oh shit, this girl's really attractive. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and date her. So yeah, honestly, it's like it's better just to wait so you can find out, like, you know, if you have certain qualities and you are really like die hard about what you want. Yeah, that's what you want. But not. But you also gotta be very like, you know, not intentional about the things. Well, yeah, right. Intentional about the things that you want. But you gotta branch out. Which they've been telling me for God knows how long, to branch out on the, you know.
Again, any lady, if you find something about this man, you're just like, oh, I want to get to know him more, reach out to him, DM him. Whether or not he responds or replies to you, that's not my control. I can't guarantee it. But you know,
Yeah.
he's a nice guy.
Yeah. No, but like I said, it's like you gotta be able to branch out on some things that you are not gonna expect to happen.
I would definitely tell you, like, a lot of the relationships I had are from girls I never expected to either be in a relationship.
Right?
The people
Because you have certain expectations of what you want, but then you end up being with the girl that like, oh, she never met my expectations.
Yeah, you know, like, you have your type. When you're
Like this girl right now. But she wasn't somebody that I expect to be.
Yeah. So, like, it's definitely, like, most relationships, I feel like...
sorry. Not no, we're not.
I feel like most relationships are definitely something that just come out of nowhere.
Yeah.
It's someone you never expect, or someone, like, you didn't think would actually work out with, would happen. So, yeah, it's definitely... It's one of those mysterious things in life where you're just like, oh, why is it designed this way? Like, how come this works for certain people? You know, I'm sure, like, there's plenty of times in our life where, whether it's school, work, or just out in the public, you see a guy.
Sorry if the wind is like blowing on the mic and
like,
stuff. So I'm just doing my best to talk as loud as I can.
Same.
Just to, you know, because I don't have like a wind mic for my camera yet.
Yeah.
So, but we are eventually gonna, you know, we're slowly gonna be progressing like on how we're gonna be recording like these sessions with different people. You know what I mean? Sorry, go ahead. What were you saying?
Yeah, I was saying, like, you know, there might be people just in your life, whether you know them or not,
Yeah.
where you can see a guy and a girl, or, you know, a guy and a guy, a girl and a girl, you know, whatever it is. And you just look at them, and just from appearance alone, whether you know them or not, you might think, why is this person with that person? You just, like, you really question it. You're just like, why is this person dating that other person?
We do this all the time.
Yeah, we've always done it.
No, we always do it.
You know, probably something like people do to us when they see us talking with a girl we like, or just a girl. It's like, oh, are they dating? Why is he with her? Why is she with him? It's a very complicated, confusing thing that I truly believe you can never learn from a book or like take a class on. It's just, you need to experience it.
You have to experience it.
Yeah, the ups and downs of it.
Yeah. So like I said, guys, like honestly, like right now, this episode's kind of long for the very first one.
Alright.
But I really want to get Leo back on, kind of dive into some other things right now. I'm just like, you know, getting to know him, so you guys can get to know him and everything. It's like,
We talk about you when you just get to know me.
what do you mean? No, they need to get to know
Oh,
you
I
too.
thought you meant you.
No,
I'm like, you've been friends for a long
my
enough.
gosh.
You should know me by now.
Oh my goodness. Well, you guys probably seen him like on a couple of my reels and stuff.
That's a cute one.
Yeah, so if anybody that he works with, you see him on this first episode.
Oh gosh, no.
They're gonna trash on you, dog.
They're gonna trash on me hard.
Because I don't know when this episode's gonna come out. I haven't really decided yet.
They think about that.
You're right?
Okay.
Yeah, but anyway, so I just want to appreciate Leo for coming on and taking the time to give
My hands are cold. Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
It's just numb now.
Yeah, I really want to get him back on, and I just hope you guys, especially would, enjoy watching this new kind of content than from what you guys are used to seeing, like me posting reels and motivation videos like this all the time and stuff. And if you guys really do enjoy it, leave a like on this video. Comment down below. Like what else do you guys want to see for future videos that we probably be up in there. But right now I just want to focus on doing some podcasts and stuff, get some people on that you guys I want you guys to meet and everything. Share this with a bunch of friends.
Yeah.
Because honestly, like these sessions I'm going to be doing, I don't want to call them podcasts. I'm going to call them sessions. It's just we just talk about random shit. Yeah. It could be about life, dating, financial advice, whatever. Just random shit.
And just on brand. When it comes to just you and me, of course, this became a lot about dating girls.
Yeah, it really has, man. This towards the end of this session was literally just like this. Yeah, something's wrong with this. I'm sorry.
Ladies, hit him up.
Yeah, there you go.
Hit me up.
Hey.
I'm just kidding. Don't hit me up. Don't hit me up. I'm good.
So I'm gonna go hit the gym with Leo. Today's gonna be a full body Thursday for me. I'm not sure what else to do. Okay, but I just want to say thank you guys for watching. Keep on going with this. I'm telling you, trust me, the audio quality will get a lot better. I'm telling you, just give me some time. Okay? Living in California fucking sucks. So, alright guys. You guys have a great day.